Osiris here, and I'm stuck in the joy that music brings me. Please stay till the end. I'm going to share a TikTok clip, which is one of my favorite clips over the last few years, showing the joy of music. It's not the cranberry guy, but that was an awesome clip. It's a different one. There are many things that could unify us. It could be sports, religion, our journey to Mars, maybe. My personality is to highlight things that I don't think get enough coverage relative to their worth. And that's the case with music here. I want to amplify the immense power, positive power that music can bring. Hopefully, our country will return to a point where we have state fairs. I used to live in Minnesota, one of the biggest, seas of thousands of people, and they were the opposite of social distance when you're in that fair. Just a wonderful thing to get people out together, peacefully, happily, friendly, enjoying experiences together. We will get to that point again, hopefully, but we know health crises are going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Is it a year or 100 years? Either way, let's learn from this moment. Vice came out with an article that made me think about how I cope with this. The article was kind of funny. The title of the article, here's why everyone is acting like an a-hole lately. And that's my rendition of it. I don't know if that's true or not. Is it sensationalized? It kind of feels like that, but is it just social media? Is it like that in the real world? You know, my wife went to the grocery store just the other day, and we're getting ready for weather here, and the shelves were empty, the stores were packed, and I think it's a little bit of an overreaction, but it was packed. And we have grown adults who were just stressed out for different reasons. And she was like, man, people were acting like kind of school children, like, oh my gosh, this person cut in line. Somebody get the manager. You can't do that. I've been waiting here. Man, people are stressed out. We need to calm down. And that it might just be just that grocery store. But it's funny, the article came out and I quote, an easy way to tell whether your response to anger is good for you, see how it makes you feel. McCann recommended asking yourself a few questions. Does this bring me into a more regulated state? What happens mentally, physically, and emotionally when I do this? Is there more groundedness, more clarity, more calm, or is there more unrest? It's so easy when you read something like that, right? Like when you're in that state of anger, like I can't count very often the amount of times where I've been able to say, ask myself, how does this make you feel? No, I'm pissed off. I don't want to. That's the last thing I want to hear. But it's true. If you can take those deep breaths, it can really help. Some of the suggestions in the article, if you read on it, it said writing an angry letter, ripping it up, screaming into a pillow. Never tried that one. That's a good one. Throwing a tennis ball at a wall, taking a freezing cold shower. I'll take a lukewarm one. But those are good examples. Those are good things. The thing that really helps me more than anything is actually music. Music helps me with that adrenaline rush when I need to work out and I need to go harder, 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 faster, faster, faster. I want to stop running, but I know I can do it. I need something in my headphones that keeps me going. About me, my journey with music starts with my mom, parents. They got us and my brothers involved into music as a learning activity. And one of the most influential women in my life outside of my mother is a woman named Zandra Richardson. She was the director of the Rainey Institute of Music in Cleveland, Ohio. Her passion for teaching music, she played one of the most beautiful instruments ever made, the harp. And she taught at a institute in the of the inner city of Cleveland. She was a real life Julie Andrews in the sound of music for us. I learned counting music and music theory through her, and I actually had a great teacher named Mr. Kiroff, who I am grateful for to this day. I learned music theory and rhythm off of playing drums, banjos, xylophones. And then slowly going up, I was classically trained on piano by Mr. Kiroff. And then I went to violin and viola. My instructor, who was like my musical sensei, is Liza Grossman. I consider her a living legend. Under her tutelage, I was able to transform from violin to viola. One of my dreams was to play on Severance Hall, and the stage at Severance Hall in Cleveland, Ohio. And you can do that with the Cleveland Orchestra Youth Orchestra.
On the floor, which are mirrored by the chandeliers and designs on the ceiling. Above the doorways of the grand foyer, you will see 14 murals painted by Cleveland artist Elsa Vick Shaw, which depict a variety of ancient musical instruments. The concert hall is one of the most famous in the world and is known for its visual beauty and fine acoustics. Acoustics are how the sound reflects off the walls, floor, and ceiling of a room. The beautiful design on the ceiling is made of aluminum. It is said to look like the lace in Mrs. Severance's wedding gown. There are 2,000 seats in the concert hall on 4 different levels: the orchestra level, box level, dress circle, and balcony. The view and sound from any seat in the hall is perfect for experiencing the Cleveland Orchestra live. We look forward to seeing you at historic Severance Hall.
And I wasn't super talented. I was an average violin player. There's some great players out there. Viola wasn't as popular as violin, so it was a little easier. So I converted over, learned tenor clef, and I barely got into the Cleveland Orchestra Youth Orchestra. I don't know if anybody pulled strings behind the scenes. My audition was okay. It wasn't great, but I got in there. Senior year of high school, I was able to play on Severance Hall stage, a stage I used to, and as a family, we used to go to watch the Cleveland Orchestra play some of the most amazing pieces ever. Still grateful to this day. Music is special to me, and I can tell when music is special to other people. Chloe Flower is one of those people. I absolutely love listening to Chloe Flower. Whether you like classical music or not, or which genres you're into, tell me what you're into in the comments. This is just me sharing my experience, but I'm sure people have the same type of feeling reaction with different types of music, different genres. Let me know. Whether you're into classical or not, Chloe Flower is a badass. You can feel the difference. The piano is a special instrument. You can feel the difference between someone just playing the notes and someone who wants you to feel their essence through the music. That was just wonderful. She made you feel that. Universal language for real right there. So what happens when someone classically trained teams up with Cardi B? When I'm in a bad mood, I put on Bodak Yellow, to this day, an instant classic, a song that just went diamond. Cardi B, the first woman, to my knowledge, to go diamond with a single. This is the video that I'm calling one of my favorites in the past few years, especially when you narrowed it down to showing the power of music. So when Chloe Flower added her take on the Barty hit Up, this is my favorite video here. This is the one I'm talking about. Look at the joy in people's faces.
Time and I heard that I was ugly. Came from a bitch who nigga wanna bump. I said my face bomb, ass tight, racks stuck on shack height, jury on me flashlight. I've been listening last night, hit him with that good, make a nigga act right. Broke boys don't deserve no pussy. I know that's right. Big bag pussy, not the Bentley band. Take a man, Balenciaga brought it back, and all these bitches fuck. It's big bags pussy, not the Bentley band. Take a man, working back, party back, and all you bitches fuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then
Chloe Fowler, look at the joy in people's faces. That's what I'm talking about right there. Music brings me that joy. Chloe Fowler on that tweet, Chloe Flower wrote, when people ask me what my career goals are, this video is the answer. Seeing all the people rock out like this to a pianist is unreal. Thank you. Thank you, Queen. Shout out to Barty for dropping another hit record to play over. That just says it right there. Some of the most fun I've ever had in my life, I used to DJ a hip-hop radio show in Dearborn, Michigan, 89.3. At the time, the slogan was, "We are making waves." I don't, maybe it's the same slogan now. I haven't looked. I'll look it up. But I would play hip-hop music, and I love hip-hop because it samples from rock, jazz, classical, and turns it into something else. And they're just poets. They're the best poets in the world with the whatever exterior that they put on it. And it's just beautiful music. And I used to play hip hop and then classical, like as an interlude or jazz or whatever, some of the pieces that were sampled, and just so much joy. During the past year, my two boys and I have been listening to a lot of kids songs, and I'm so grateful. Honestly, I don't know where they'd be at mentally without, we have Google Home and they say, okay, Google, play dinosaur song or whatever they're listening to, the song about Mars or the planets. It's just unbelievable. I think music is so important, and it's shocking how much they can even learn from it. These types of positive feelings and emotions are crucial, especially during times where children, families, everyone might not be getting out as much. Do you remember at the start of when all this craziness went down, there were people seeing each other out of the balcony, out of the windows in Italy? It's beautiful. It's powerful stuff. We really need people coming back together, enjoying that joy, that euphoria as one. I'm looking forward to when that happens, and hopefully it happens as soon as possible. Thanks a lot for listening. Take care.
What do we do now, honey? Now that we know how to love, shall we start again? Remembering now that we play the game, now that we've changed the name to and tomorrow. What did we do then? Lover, did we throw it all away? Where did we fit in with fate? Shall we start again? On one thin line between such love and hate. What do I do now? Daddy, now they know how to cry. Oh my mind, shall I laugh it off? Sarcastically, or should I draw the